This is a team warfare match, folks, as it is an added attraction for you guys, as there has been some problems brewing between the governor and Stephen King. The governor has, had all kinds of problems. Governor, of course, remember from The Walking Dead. He has come to our show to try to take over, and he has enlisted himself some heavy backup, as he has the current badass tag team champions, Terrence and Phillip, and the Juggernaut, who likes to bully everyone around, who thinks he's better than everyone anyway, as the government is going to try to take on the Horror Kings, as Stephen King has enlisted the help of some fellow horror enthusiasts, mainly the Horror Connection, Freddy, Jason, and Michael Myers. And this is the first time any of these have taken place, so this should be very interesting indeed. This is a team warfare match, which is very simple. You go until one team is left standing, how many guys is left. Pinfall submissions can take place anywhere, and again, there are no rules, so there won't be no countouts. This is probably one of the greatest matches we have ever created. Similar to the Survivor Series rules, folks, but with Survivor Series, you can eliminate in several ways. Here, the only way to win is by pinfall or submission. As Freddy has now been tagged in, courtesy of Steven. And the governor welcomes with a right hand and a DDT. Kruger is no slouch, ladies and gentlemen. He is tough. Then again, do I really have to tell you about the Horror Connection? If you guys have been watching us since the beginning, you know that Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, they have been wreaking havoc on everyone. Actually, it's been really Freddy and Jason originally, the original Horror Connection. However, they have since joined with Michael Myers, as he is a huge enthusiast and friend of the group. The trio known as the Horror Connection. And the governor looks to try to get rid of Freddy, knock him off first. Oh, what a pile driver by the governor. That was the Liberty's wings by the governor, and Freddy gets a shoulder up. Shows that he is tough, ladies and gentlemen. And Freddy is in the wrong neck of the woods as the badass champion is tagged in. Jason, of course, and Michael Myers are your current Universal Tag Team Champions. So, in fact, you do have, both groups of the tag team in forces. I hope you guys are enjoying your 4th of July, as we do like we always do for all these. We give you guys the best entertainment for your value. Looks like Stephen King tried to get rid of Terrence, but the governor got involved, and Jason is involved this time. I can tell you right now, Jason's not someone who you want to irritate, as Phillip and Stephen King, I'm sorry, that's Terrence. Terrence and Stephen King are having it at it, and looks like Terrence is being, where else? He's being obnoxious like always. Stephen King is not happy, as Terrence absolutely disrespecting the horror legend that he is. And now he tags in his partner, Phillip. They are the current badass tag team champions. A nice double Northern Lights suplex. And Philip now sends King to the corner, and King uses that speed, and out he goes. Oh no. And Philip and Stephen King still duking at it. Let's give you a rundown, folks, of everything you've seen so far. There's been pretty epic in essence as Stephen King takes down Philip. And the big man is being oh no, no one's being tagged in, as Philip is disrespectfully bringing Freddie into the wrong neck of the woods, almost daring him to make a tag, which, to be honest with you, would be foolish, considering any one of the tags could pretty much destroy Philip, in my opinion anyway. And this match is pretty epic. You guys who are fans of Shaggy, get ready, because you're going to see him up in action next. As we're going to have ourselves a meme war, folks. What is a meme war? Well, stick around next, you'll find out. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your 4th of July. Remember, folks, here's your PSA for the day. Leave the fireworks to the professionals, please and thank you. And also, I know that a lot of people around like to light off fireworks in the summer during the 4th of July, and you know what, to each their own. But guess what, folks? Leave it to the professionals, because more than likely, you're going to blow your hands off eventually. Please don't do that. You need your hands. Meanwhile, I am back with my going back to the show and calling you guys the action as it comes on. And the mighty Juggernaut now is tagged in, as Terrence, Phillip, and the Governor have done a great job right now taking it to the Horror Connect Team Horror Kings. As Juggernaut with a boot to the gut. Juggernaut is an individual who likes to Juggernaut likes to have his own challenge, where he makes an open challenge. Anyone who wants to try to, you know, take it to him, they will. And usually Juggernaut, you know, decides to destroy them in the process. This is what Juggernaut does. And Juggernaut going on a pin on the horror. Oh my! Well, there's a first, folks, as Juggernaut has eliminated Freddy Krueger of Team Horror Kings. So now they're down 4-3, I guess you'd say. But you still got Jason. So I guess in essence you still have the Governor. I mean, the Governor still has to deal with both the Universal Tag Team Champions, which is Jason and Michael Myers, and Stephen King. So they're still alive, folks. Don't count them out yet. We've seen these guys go to war with everybody, the Horror Connection. We've even seen them go against the Universal Monsters, in which there is never a time that the Universal Monsters have ever been able to have an answer for the Horror Connection. Or the new Kings of Horror, I guess you'd say, as Jason, Myers, and Voorhees. I'm sorry, Voorhees, Myers, and Krueger have never been able, have turned back every single time Dracula has found a team of his Universal Monsters. They have been able to undo whatever it was. So fortunately, King is stuck with the two biggest members of the Horror Connection, and they are in fact the tag team champion, Universal Tag Team Champions, as they won them earlier. Juggernaut is having problems with everybody right now. Juggernaut, this is actually Juggernaut's really kind of portray. It's actually a rarity, actually, then again, the Juggernaut would team with anyone, but I guess for the right amount of money, I suppose he will do so. And Juggernaut, looks like Jason was going to try to slam Juggernaut, which, trust me, he very well could. He is strong as Jason. But this particular time, Juggernaut has the answer for Jason. Jason kicked in the ribs and then the back. Oh my, from behind. And Myers just sits there, standing there and glaring at, staring a hole right through Juggernaut. Oh, and there's a spear into the knee. That's not going to be good for Jason Voorhees. As Juggernaut goes for a pin, Jason kicks out. See, I was going to wonder why it would be that Michael Myers and King would not break up that pin when they're in the wrong neck of the woods, but I guess they know Jason too well to know that that was not going to be the end of the horror, the Crystal Lake, the terror of Crystal Lake, I guess you'd say. Stick around, folks. We still have a few more matches set up, so get ready, folks. Including, we're going to be crowning new Mortal Kombat Tag Team Champions, which is going to take place. Oh my! Juggernaut's been eliminated. See, we were just saying how, you know, Jason likes to take punishment, and that we were wondering why King and Myers weren't helping Jason when Juggernaut was over there, because they know him too well. Oh my! And the Horror Connection giving Terrence and Philip a little bit of their own medicine. Well, that's Terrence, and there right now is Michael Myers, the bad boy of Haddonfield, New Jersey, and now goes in and out. Myers not really figuring out what he's going to do. Now goes the high rent district. I don't know how smart that was. And Terrence reminded him that he does know a little bit more about tag team wrestling than he lets on, as he is the one half of the Badass Champions, as Myers with a choke slam sends Terrence to the ground. The mat, and now goes to the high rent district again as Myers, who is now waiting on Terrence. I don't think Terrence is going to like the view when he gets up. Oh, and Myers from behind with a clothesline from the back. What agile moves by the big man. And Terrence maybe playing a little possum as he does a nice dragon leg screw. And oh, he suckers Myers in with a hot shot across the top. And the Governor is stuck with the Badass Champion, Tag Team Champions, as King is stuck with the Universal Tag Team Champions. Both guys have a good chance at winning this, as Terrence sends Myers to the corner and a kick to the ribs, and Terrence is all fired up. Oh my. Utter disrespect by Terrence to Michael Myers, which is not necessarily a smart idea to make an enemy out of the Horror Connection. And now Terrence, oh, kick to the chest. Oh no, I wouldn't do that if I were you, Terrence. Oh no. And Terrence disrespecting the Haddonfield monster known as Michael Myers. Utter disrespect there. And Jason had enough. Terrence was going to do something to Jason. Jason said, I don't think so, dude. Neither the gut reminded him who he is. If Terrence isn't careful, they're going to watch out. They're going to have a problem with the Universal Tag Team Champions. And there's the tag to the Governor, who comes in off the tag, and Myers has had enough. And he is very, very upset, which is not something the Governor, Terrence, or Philip want to have. He just gave him a claw, and then drove him by his face to the mat. And Myers is angry. Good job, Terrence. as the governor gets his shoulder up. And Myers now sends the governor into the area that he does not want to be in. And Jason is showing the governor just who they are. And Jason takes it to the governor. The governor is not where he wants to be outside the ring. I can tell you that right now. And Jason is showing him why he is dangerous in the ring, out of the ring, over the ring, in Crystal Lake, away from Crystal Lake. That's a 2 count only, folks. The governor's showing some tenacity, folks. And Jason is still assaulting the governor. Oh no, like a lawn dart into the pole. Jason with superhuman strength. And that's going to be the end of the governor. And that means it's down to Terrence and Phillip, the current badass tag champions. And the current tag team badass champions are now have to deal with both King and the current Universal tag team champions, Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, the Horror Connection. Keep in mind, folks, right after this, we're going to crown the Mortal Kombat champion. And then we're going to take a little break for a little while, then we're going to be coming back. And when we come back, we'll be doing the requests from New England Fan Fest. So we're going to probably do that around 6 o'clock. Maybe we might even have a special guest, too. You never know. Stick around. We'll find out later on. But for now, we're going to have this right here, and then we're going to put the Universal... then we're going to have the Mortal Kombat title on the line. But coming up next will be the Mortal Kombat Tag Team Championship. Will be decided. Right after the Mortal Kombat Tag Championship, we will follow with the finals for the Universal Championship. Mortal Kombat Championship, rather. Sorry. And there goes Terrence. And Phillip is all by himself with King, Jason Voorhees, and Michael Myers. I do not in any way, shape, or form envy Phillip at all. And it looks like Jason's going to try to take down Phillip on the outside like everybody else the last few eliminations. And only someone like Jason would do that and can do that and absolutely will do that. He is. Phillip, though, is not going down without a fight, but he's in there with the wrong dudes to be trying to take it on everybody, as King took a shot at him there as well. And Jason's still trying to get rid of Philip, the last of the government, as the governor liked to call them. And Jason now introduces Philip's face to the steel stairs. And that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Horror Connection and Stephen King, this group known as the Horror Kings, have defeated the government, led by the governor, of course, of the Walking Dead people. Come on now, you know I don't do no politics. Anywho. And there's all the disrespect, all of the games that Terps and Philp were playing. I think that's probably why they waited and they saved the champions for last.
Here are your winners.
Get the official word here. And that's the Horror Kings, ladies and gentlemen. All right, folks, let's crown let's crown Mortal Kombat Tag Champions, and our main event will crown the new Mortal Kombat Champion as we have the finals in the tournament, as the guys have had more than enough rest, I would imagine. All right, stick around. We'll find out what happens next.